Hi there, it's Jan here at JM Tennis, and in this session I'm going to show you how to avoid hitting the serves into the net. So, from the years on the court and my experience working with club tennis players, I realized the number one error when we're hitting the balls or serves into the net is because the contact point is way too low. Yeah? What I mean with this is that at the time of the contact point, the hitting area is way too low, and then what happens is when the ball gets too low, the racket is in a wrong angle. Yeah? So basically, if we're talking about the right contact point, I would be fully extended here. And at this moment, my racket would be angled kind of this way. I hope you can see it here. So if I go from this angle, at this angle, at this height and this angle, the ball can always go nicely over the net. Yeah? So even if I have no technique, just getting it up there, there is just no way I would hit it to the net. It just can't happen. So if you have your arm fully extended, that's how we would be hitting it ideally. And if you get the right angle over and over, you have more or less about here. This has to go always over the net. I will show you even when I'm on my knees, for example, and I'm still gonna try to get this fully extended arm. Again, fully extended arm. And so it doesn't matter how high you are actually. As long as you get your arm fully extended on the contact point, it has to go over the net. What happens is when I hit it way too low, so the contact point is too low, that's when we're hitting the net. So if I have a low contact point, very hard, I'll exaggerate a little bit, this one. So this one will be, you can see my arm was kind of slightly bent here. I was not fully extending, I was kind of here. So as long as the racket is here, and the angle is kind of aiming down, and especially if we throw it even too far front, then of course, there's just no way. So if the ball is too far front and too low, that's another thing. At this moment actually my arm can be extended, but because the ball is too far front, you can see the angle of the racket pointing down, and with this angle you can't get the ball over the net, right? So we always want to look for the good high and the right angle of the racket on the contact point. This is the most important if we want to avoid hitting those serves in the net. Right now I will show you what you can start exercising and practicing to be able to avoid the net. Okay, so let's get into it. Number one thing what I like to do with my players is I just tell them, keep your arm fully extended, and you're just bouncing the ball just like this with your arm extended away from your body. So you're feeling that tension there, that extension. You're fully extending and you're getting used to that feel, how it feels to hit the ball in the middle of your racket with your arm fully extended. Okay? You're getting used to it because it's very important to know how far you're gonna be when you're hitting that serve there. So I'm getting used to it. You can do this for 1-2 minutes really, just keep going, because normally you will be going like this, and now you want to go really with your arm fully extended. So fully extended arm, and you're bouncing the ball of your racket up and down nice and easy for 1-2 minutes, okay? Now, once you get used to it, once you feel, okay, now I kind of know what I need to do, it's important to realize that it's not just about the high of the ball toss, because there is many of players, they have a nice and high ball toss, but then they wait too long, and then they're hitting the ball too low again. So it's not about the high of the ball toss, it's about the contact point. So more precisely the timing. So what you want to do, you want to go up when the ball is basically at this position, when your arm will be fully extended. You always want to look for your arm fully extended there. That's the main point. Now, how we can do this? So the number one exercise is this one. Then you will take 2 balls and you just start basically from that extended arm position. So you get your racket up in this position, you just throw the ball up there, and you're just getting used to that feel. You can see, as long as I hit it up there, I can't hit the net. Again, giving the fact that you put enough power into it, of course. So I'm going for that box, but I'm just focusing on having the arm extended. Again, I don't care if it goes out right now. I'm just getting used to that fully extended arm. Once you do this, again, you do 20, 25 or 50 balls as long as you need until you really feel, okay, I have it much higher now. Then you start with your racket from your shoulder and exactly same thing. Hop, and you're looking for that extended arm. So you're just really going from here and you're just focusing on extension and hitting it with your arm fully extended again. Hop, fully extended. Now you will see if I hit it below, it's gonna end up in the net again. It's very simple, it's not a rocket science, it's really about getting the right contact point with your arm fully extended. Up there. Throw, up there. One more. Throw, fully extended. Throw, fully extended. Now I was adding even a little bit more spin, it's fine. It's just about a contact point really. Once you are again 20-25 balls repetitions of this, once you're confident with this, you will start a full serve. And exactly same thing, we're just focusing on extending the arm up as much as we can. So same thing. And if you hit it at that high, I guarantee you, you can't hit that net. As long as you're fully extending. So fully extending my arm again. You can also go first without the ball. You're really focusing on stretching up as much as you can there. One more. Just don't care much about technique now. Just really focusing on that arm extension right now. And you again, you work on it as long as needed. If you are still hitting the net at this stage, you go back to the shoulder one or start again from the scratch. So if you're hitting a ball like this, that means again it was not high enough, the arm was not fully extended, or the ball was too far front. That one was better. So let's remember these three. Got the arm extended, bouncing the ball, then you start with your arm fully extended up here, just tapping the ball in, getting used to the feel. Then you start from the shoulder, extending up. Make sure the ball is not too far front or too far behind. That will be going out again. It's always about, I always say, if I talk about first serve now, more or less, I will be hitting balls somewhere like this. I have from here up to here. This is as much room as I would have to be able to still hit it over the net. If the racket drops down in this angle, that's gonna go to the net. If the racket is way too open, if you don't put spin on it, it's gonna go out. It's gonna go just too long. So we always want to get more or less around here. As long as you have your arm extended, you should not be hitting the net. Okay, I hope this session will help you. But again, you have to take action, you have to go out on that court, start practicing with it, and let's take your tennis to the next level. It's not difficult, but we just really have to focus on getting it right, getting the arm fully extended. As long as you do this right, it's gonna work for you, I guarantee this. If you like this session also, please comment below your experience, if it did work for you, if it didn't work for you yet, at what stage you are, what you need to improve. Also, please feel free to comment which other video session you would like me to do about. I'm happy to do anything you want, guys. And if you like the session, please feel free to share with your tennis friends. And of course, subscribe below, hit the notification button. And also, if you want more, check out my site, jamtennis.net. There is much more free video training sessions, and you also get instant access to my free silver level for my online tennis training program. I'm looking forward to see you next session for more, and let's transform your tennis right now.